these recounts. What's going to happen with the Green Party recounts? We all heard over the past few weeks of Jill Stein launching these from the Green Party, launching these recounts in multiple states, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. Yeah. And now we're learning this morning, you know, she was raising all these, she was getting all of these donations in order to carry out this recount, and now dropping the bid because we don't have the money to continue with the Pennsylvania recount. What in the world is going on?
Yeah, and a lot of people were calling this, from the very beginning, a huge scam. Yeah. Wondering what the point of this was and asking people for money. And now it looks like they were totally duped, Pete.
Of course they were duped. So at the beginning, she said she needed to raise $2 million, and then it was $4 million, and then it was $7 million. Now it's $9 million. They've raised $7 million for the recount. Now, remember this. Jill Stein got 0.8% of the vote in Pennsylvania.
Right, so what was the end game?
There's nothing decisive or no end game in this. One of the states where they were doing the recount is, of course, Pennsylvania. But what it takes to get the recount to happen requires some money. Now, thankfully, they've raised $7 million.
$7 million.
So, in her mind. So this is what what happened. However, is the state of Pennsylvania said you got to pay a $1 million fee, $1 million to cover the cost, and they said. This is what the Green Party had to say about it right here. Petitioners, this is what Jill Stein said about having to pay $1 million with $7 million in the bank. Petitioners are regular citizens of ordinary means. They cannot afford to post the $1 million bond required by court.
Okay, so, but they say they're going to continue the fight. They're going to hold a press conference at Trump Tower, and the question is this morning, well, what is she going to do there again in an effort to try to raise more money?
So, and to your point, what are they trying to get out of all of this? Aren't they doing a recount in Wisconsin, as we were just talking about? Aren't they doing a recount in other places, right? Wisconsin?
Yes, right. Wisconsin, Michigan.
Okay, so but even if that recount in some of these places came back in Hillary Clinton's favor, does that even change the situation at all?
No, and that's
what I don't understand.
This was a question that was asked of Jill Stein, explaining why she's going through this, especially if the Clinton camp is backed off of this and really doesn't have much interest in supporting it at all. Take a listen to what she said was her reason behind launching this in the first place.
There is no evidence until you look for it. That's the thing about hacking into our voting system. The Democratic Party database hacked into, right? We saw private emails hacked into, and we saw the voter database hacked into in Arizona, Illinois. That's proven. This is not conjecture.
Wouldn't you agree that in order to hack into something, you have to be connected to the internet?
So I'm not talking about the election system. I'm talking about a voter database.
Okay, so wait a second. We just got some breaking news, and this actually may sway the entire election because of what's happened in Wisconsin. We just got this breaking news just into my ear that they have uncovered 3 more votes for Hillary Clinton in Wisconsin and 5 more votes for Donald Trump.
Really?
Wow. So does that put him 2 points now ahead?
Further ahead.
Okay.
Further ahead.
Or it evens out. But this could really change everything, these 5 votes.
Since they need tens of thousands of additional votes in order to win, they nabbed 2.
I mean, come on.
No, the whole thing is absurd. It's a fundraising exercise for the Green Party. It's a profile raiser for Jill Stein, and it's an attempt to try to discredit Donald Trump. That's what it has been from the beginning. Create confusion, create chaos, question his legitimacy, and it was the protest to begin with. Remember the protest that happened days after it? There was no end game there either, right? What are we protesting? The fact that somebody got elected?
No one knew who she was.
There's no end game on the recount.
So if you're thinking about giving money to Jill Stein, and she's going to speak, tomorrow at Trump Tower, don't waste your money. This is not going anywhere. Don't give them that dough.
Money keeps going. You keep donating money, and then it keeps vanishing, and you can't do a Pennsylvania recount.
Christmas presents for your family.
Indeed.